Good morning, beautiful people. I have on clothes just in case y'all don't think I do. I'm not sitting here in the nude. But anyway, good morning, good morning. So we'll see who comes on. It's Sunday morning. You know, I usually do a live. I didn't do my Saturday morning live because I was kind of busy. Yes, you did, Niecy. So, hey, Karen. So, I've gotten, instead of having my, mason jar, I got me this big ass glass. Is this ridiculously huge? But it holds a liter of water. And I have the best sandwich, so I have to eat it in the beginning. This is a brisket grilled cheese sandwich I get from this place called Robust Cafe. No, it's just water. Hi, Stephanie. But I do have some things to say. I was trying to not, because you just don't want to be part of the dialogue, the messiness. But I got some stuff to say now. And I want everybody to just shut up. Oh my God, it's like, girl, you want some of this. This is a brisket grilled cheese sandwich, Andrea. It's beef brisket with cheddar cheese and Munster cheese on challah bread. Did I say that right, challah? Oh my God. This thing is so intensely good. See what I'm saying? So we gonna have breakfast. It is so good, it's ridiculous. It's so good. It is ridiculous. So, hey Ashley. Good morning, Anaya. So let's talk. I must say that this year's drama, beauty drama, has been messier than last year's. Last year's had a lot of messy going on. But this year's has taken a cake. And I think that everybody should just shut up. Just be quiet. All the players need to be silent now. Because I'm going to tell you what, JC came for him. Now, I will give my disclaimer. We know I don't believe in disclaimers. Not a fan of any of these people. Right. But what he said was, here's my thing about it. So first off, let's just go to the timeline and let's discuss the timeline and just get it out there. Tati does her, Right. Yeah, they want the last word. So Tati does her thing, whining, crying. James Charles apologizes at that point. Now, at that point, it could have just been left alone. At that point, it should have just been left alone. It wasn't affecting Tati and her fan base, really. It wasn't affecting James, his fan base. The rest of the stuff, but when Tati came back, she came to assassinate him. For real. Not just a little bit, but a lot. Then everybody has to chime in and show all these things. Everybody want to get on, then you got the lines being drawn and everything. Of course, J Star has to put his 2 cents in because It's not drama without him saying something. And it became, we all know, it became so incredibly large that it became a big thing even on mainstream media. So now, hey Gloria, let's discuss then. Okay, so at that point, damage is done. We all knew this shit was gonna go bad. See, here's what I'm gonna say in reference to that. Right. But it was about the vitamins. Let's just be honest. It was about the vitamins because in her video, she finally, after she annihilated, hey, my baby Bob, after she went off on him on who he was, she then spoke on the vitamins. And this all was because of them fucking vitamins. Let's just be honest about it. Everybody can sit up here and try to minimize or dance around the shit. But that didn't happen until them fucking vitamins, until she was pissed off about sugar bear hair. Let's be honest. That's what it was. That's what it was. Hey, Candy. Hey, Kelly, how are you? So now you have created, right. Exactly. Everybody saying, well, Michelle fine. So, for everybody who just came in, I'm eating the sandwich of life. Oh my God, this sandwich is so good. So, with that being said, now we're going forward. Now it's hit mainstream media. People are talking about it. Jay. Right. Exactly. Exactly. They could be trying to, but I think it's back. Here's what I think, Andrea. I think it has backfired. Hence why Miss Thing came back and did her Why I Did It video. Because see, at that point, it was starting to backfire. And like I said, very quickly, right, it's a bunch of he said, she said. But here's my thing. She came back to say, to fix it, because she was starting to see it was backfiring on her. Because the thing is like with something like that, you have to understand it's going to be more, it's not just, like for instance, with the stuff that happened last year, it was a little different. You're in a time of Me Too and everything, and those things are taken more seriously than they ever were, when they should have always been, but they ever were. So those allegations about him were very serious. Not just saying, oh, you call people out of their name, not just those type of racial issues that people will go give you a pass on, but you're talking about somebody who was saying somebody is sexually harassing and using their power to force people, manipulate people, which is what they're already dealing with in the the Hollywood community. Right. Right. So she had to come back and say something because it was out of control and it was starting to look bad on her. Because the mainstream media was saying, why is this grown woman fucking with a little kid? And at the end of the day, no matter how you say it, he is a kid. He's 19 years old. Yes, by all intents and purposes, he's an adult. But let's be honest, he's an immature little kid. Now, here's what I'm also going to say. And ain't nobody said this. Miss, I took him under my wing. He was in my DMs. Let's think about that. I love it, Gliss. Let's think about that. I can promise you there's a lot of people that are in Tati's, right, right. Exactly, Ashley. So I can promise you that A lot of people are in her DMs trying to get, I mean, look, come on, we know this. This is who she is. Um, so why did she choose this young man to help out? You want to know why? Because he was a rising star. So even if you say you were involved with, trying to be all up on, that like Gabriel Zamora said, it was transactional. It wasn't because he was just, look, did he have 6,000 subscribers when she met him? No, 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 no. He was already on the rise. He was a rising star in the beauty community. So, exactly, she saw the potential. Exactly, he was already, exactly, and he was already a rising star. So yeah, I can promise you, I'm sure there's been other people who have hit up her DMs and they ignored them, but they checked his profile, saw how he was a rising star, and then said, "Oh, let me get around with this little boy." So that's the other thing. But to be honest, then on top of that, now you're talking about a young person and you are putting allegations, like Ashley said, on him that could resonate for the rest of his life, that will always follow him. Hi Patrick, how are you? That will always follow him. So come on. Right. Now she's gonna use that as an excuse. Oh, I don't do that anymore. First off, you colored. She don't fuck with the coloreds. Let's just be honest. Tati don't fuck with the coloreds. From the yellows to... Mm-mm. But she going to now? Okay, let me go back. I'll say. I know that. But I'm just saying, she don't fuck with the coloreds. So then you come back. Right. So it's like, so now you're going to, and then Jeffrey, of course, insinuates himself in here and has all these things to say, which, okay, I done said it 17 times and ain't nobody listening. Wasn't Nate straight when he met him? Didn't he? I'm confused. I thought that Nate was a straight man. This was his first gay relationship. So didn't you turn out a straight man? I'm just asking questions. I just got questions. I need a few answers. I'm just asking that question. And we have heard him many times say things about straight men. We've heard him many times say things about straight men. So come on. Right, exactly. Now. Right, exactly. So now we got all that. Now she come back with her, why I did it. Because she was trying to clean up. They was trying to do some damage control because it was right. When has Jeffree Star ever been a moral compass for anything? Right. 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 Baby Bob, that's why I'm right. I know gay guys who do straight men. I know them too. Known them all my life. So not surprised. So anyway, so now she come back to fix it. Because they say, listen, it's gone too far. But never, I don't think anybody thought about how this was going to affect, what it could snowball into. They didn't see the avalanche that could happen. So now it's like, I got all this love for you, 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 all this love for you. But I still had to tell the whole world that you are this person. Okay. Yeah, it's very much like a forest fire. So now look, now watch how these tables have turned though. And the interesting thing is to watch the societal thing about this is that now, of course, JC been taking a hit, boom, like that. Now, because he's come back out, right. Now he's gaining followers back, and Tati is dropping. Because now, because it's like so often we jump on the bandwagon without knowing everything, without thinking it through. Everybody doing that. And that's what my concern was, because I'm like, y'all, haven't they? The social blades are fascinating, because it's like one time everybody's up, even J Star taking a hit. Right. Right. I mean, even J Star taking a little hit. I just looked before I came on. He's getting negatives too. And I think at some point he needs to. Because he's so damn messy, it's ridiculous. He should have stayed out of it. Hi, Amalia, you're new. Good morning. But in the grand scheme of things, like I heard J Star supposed to be coming out with a video. Just everybody shut up. Go to your corners, live your life, do your stuff, and stop doing this shit. It's just ridiculous. Right. Man. Nikita did I ain't saying shit last year, and it worked out for her. And the reality is he had no reason to say anything. There was nothing for him to say. It didn't involve him. Exactly. We live in a time where people are, okay, right? And the thing is, and this is being honest, for everybody who says he's he's an adult and everything, let's just be real. He's 19 years old, about to turn 20 years old. Think about who you were at 19 or 20. That's number one. And let's be honest, a lot of people are hating on him. Hey, Andrea, because let's be real, that boy is in a place that all of us would like to be right now. Not financially. Let's just be real. Whatever else, financially, how many of us will lie and say, "Oh, I don't want all that money"? So of course, he's dealing with things that a kid his age, and you see it all the time from like child stars and everything, that they have to navigate on a level that they're not prepared for. Yeah, she did. And if she didn't, her husband, who's so fucking brilliant, knew what she was doing. And they put that video right, and they put that camera right in front of her and had her do it. Remember, James is a marketing genius. He did one thing for him, and he went from $90 on a video to $2,500. Right. But listen, I deal with hood kids, and they act just like him. And they ain't entitled or anything. So it all depends on the person. But what I'm saying is that he does have some maturity based on the fact that he's got himself to the place he is at 19. Now, on other things, he might be silly and goofy, but from a business standpoint, I ain't mad at him. And yes, we know that he photoshopped, he lied about some things and everything. A whole lot of people lie about shit. But I will say this, he figured out what to do, and he got it done. So from a financial standpoint, who's ever helping him, however he's doing it well. I just want Baby Bop to do it. So, I can be, Baby Bop, let's do this. I know I'm not that big, and, let's do this. Let's make you to the next JC. You'll be a nicer, sweeter person, you know? Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, right, right. Listen, let's be honest. It just needs to go away. At this point, everybody has spoke. Everybody has spoke. So let the shit go. Let it go. And so, with that being said, um, I'll be filming today. That here's what I'm saying. At this point, y'all ain't friends. Ain't nobody friends. Whoever friends, be friends. Go about your merry way and keep making your videos. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Do what you gotta do. But shut up about this already. It's just so. It's just gone on and on, and it seems like no. See, here's what I'm saying. James Charles at this point should just let it go. If to show that he's growing, let the shit go. But at this point, I think that he did need to do whatever he did. Now, whether he's true or not, we don't know. But I'm betting there was some trueness. There's some trueness in it all, you know. But it was he did need to face what they did. And I'll be honest with you, in the court of public opinion, because the fact that they put it out there and killed and were killing him. So he had to come he had to come. He did. Right. But why does he have a side of the story, Amalia? He's not even supposed, he shouldn't even been in the story because he never should have insinuated himself in it. He should have just shut the fuck up and watched it instead of deciding that he was going to make himself a player in something that absolutely had nothing to do with him. So what's your side of the story? Shut the fuck up. That's your side of the story. Right. Yeah, he really does. I mean, just honestly, that's his side of the story. Exactly. Jeffrey wanted the free publicity, but now what's happening is from a mainstream perspective, it is coming, it's a blowback on them. See, from in the beauty community, people gonna go with whatever, the stands are gonna follow you, they're gonna go, the sheep are going to follow. But the mainstream community started looking at it and it started analyzing it. It was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And that's where the blowback came in. So now you have other people looking at you. So now you gotta fix it. Shut up. At this point, shut up. Just be quiet. Yeah, major. So now everybody wanna, right. He really did, Amalia. Yes, he did. So it's like, shut up already. Do yourself a favor. And here's the thing, nobody would have pulled up his stuff. Right. Yeah, but you know what? He slides back every time, Ash. It would be one thing if he does it, but every single time he does it. Every single time. So there's no sliding back at that point. That is just him being him. So everybody should take whatever he has to say with a grain of salt, period. When there's something going on and J Star chimes in, everybody should just do like this. Boy, shut up. Everybody, the community, as Rich Lux. And then you got people like Rich Lux, who is up J Star's ass. And I've always liked him, but he's up J Star's ass. Now he was, doing the most. He might as well he had his little puppet strings on him, doing the most. The most. So therefore, now you just hear like his little drama channel puppet Shut up already. Let the shit die down. You already had him doing your bit, doing your, doing your bidding, your little minions. So let it go. Well, right. And Gabriel Zamora insinuates, right. Gabriel Zamora insinuates himself in everything too. I'm saying everybody should have been out of it. Everybody should have been out of it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Right. Yeah. And I totally agree because Gabriel Zamora had no rights to be in it. Right. Right. Right, because y'all there. Y'all in Texas. Look, I might fly in for that one. Well, we've always said it should have stayed offline, Kelly, because this is stuff that is not, should never have been put out like that. Never should have been put out. It should have just been, like I said, if you were going to announce something, right. Well, you know what happened was she made herself, hold up. This is what really began. She made herself look silly with the whole rant about the vitamins. Let's be honest. We was all like, really, Tati? Oh, okay, here you go pouting because of your vitamins. And people were like, really? So in order to take that off of her, she had to come hard. And like we said, I know he's talked about straight men. I know he has fetishized them because they all do. So many of them do. So he wasn't, and we know, and the biggest one who talks about him all the time is Jay Star. Right, that's exactly what it was. That was the whole point of Bye Sister. Is that she was going to get everybody off because everybody's making fun of her, right? Because she had because she looked so silly crying about her vitamins. So now you're gonna make this huge thing that gets everything off of you and puts everything on him and makes you look like this saintly little person while he's this demon. Listen, the best thing that happened for her is he came out with a video because I was so concerned, and many of us were concerned that the way that was going, it could have gone real dark. And if that boy had tried to commit suicide, it would have been over for her career. For real. Because then and hence why she came out with why I did it and tried to clean it up. Because it was looking that way. It had the potential to go in that direction. So she had to fix it, because if that had happened, that boy had tried to, or anything based on what they had done to him, and everybody, and I need everybody who listens to this, who loves Tati or whatever, I need y'all to start looking at her and all of them with a more unbiased eye. With an unbiased eye on what happened. Because let's be real, if someone did this to your child, for everybody who's older, let's put this in real perspective. If someone did this to your child, got on social media, and got to saying some shit like that about them, you wouldn't be saying, oh, they're grown, that's okay. No, you would want to fucking kill them. Because I'm going to tell you, you come from mine and they almost 30 years old, I'm coming for you. Of course he did. I mean, listen, he said it. I'm not saying he didn't. Right. Exactly. I'm not. So to say that, oh, he's grown, that's bullshit. Because if you were put in that situation and someone was saying those things about your child, you would have a totally different, whether they're grown or not, you would have a totally different perspective of it. Instead of went for his mother. Right. Exactly, Nicole. Listen, I'd shank her and leave her parts all over the city. Hey, Bella, if you come for mine. And everybody knows that about me. Everybody knows that about me. My kids know, oh, do I need to come? Because I'm insane. I admit to my insanity for my children. So for people to make those statements is bullshit. Bullshit all day long. Bullshit. Okay, let that be your child. Like you ain't gonna say something about some shit saying about your child? Come on. So looking at it from that perspective, let's just be honest. This is a terrible thing to say about somebody. Terrible. And when the guy from the listen, when the guy came up from the right, 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 exactly, right. She was insinuating her mother wasn't doing her job. I mean, she said a lot of things, and my point, and that was based on his mama saying he don't owe her anything. He can get promotions from wherever he gets them from. That's basically what she said. Now what? Now what? Which is true. And I probably would have said some ignorant shit like that, especially about my 19-year-old. Now, if you're 29, something like that, you got this right. You can handle it. But if this is my baby who's out here, and yes, whatever her choices are, whatever, you don't have the right. No one has the right to just make those decisions or say something about some parents protecting their child. Whenever I hear somebody say, you a fucking lie. If it was yours, you would have a totally different perspective. And I know that, and I know that because I got kids. So I know how I'm going to react. And they're grown as fuck, and I'm still going to react. Now, maybe I won't say it, but I'm going to react to it because I'm being here like bucking up, like, oh, who I got to fuck up because you coming for mine. Exactly, Candy. So it's like, so at this point, just take the L, whatever your L is in this situation, whatever L you got to take in this situation, take it. Now, they all should let it go. Now, at this point, if I was James Charles in his camp, I would not say anything else. No matter how they come at him, no matter what they do, I would leave it alone. Because at the end of the day, he'll come out on top. Because now they're looking like petty, grown-ass people coming for a kid. And that's what his camp should say. Now, you said, now we've handled that. Exactly, Cindy. What? Okay, I know gay men who do that. Because they said until they know they gay. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying it happens. And that's why when Jay Star got involved, dude, shut up. It's one thing for Tati to be acting appalled by it because maybe she doesn't know that many gay people. Maybe she doesn't know this kind of happens a lot. Okay. But Jay Star to step in and say something as a gay man to act like, oh my God, especially when we know he does it too. And I mean, he's always done it. And your man was a straight man. So how did that happen? How did that happen? I need answers. How did you wind up with the straight man? Because somebody had to approach somebody. So did the straight man approach you or did you approach? And I'm thinking if he was straight, a straight man, I don't think he approached you, man. I'm just saying. Hey, Bridget. So I think that at this point, hey, Bridget, I was watching your live. Right. Hey, Michelle. So it's like at this point, it's just like, let it go. So if I was James Charles Camp, I would say, you said your piece, let it go. Be the more mature person in this situation. Be the more mature person. Now, if they keep going with this, it's going to be bad for them. I mean, honestly, I think that at this point, somebody needs to say, just be quiet. Just be quiet. Because I promise you, I'm looking at the numbers. Tati is not having some good days, y'all. The numbers is dropping. If her numbers continue to drop, she's going to come out with another video. Bless her soul. Yeah, he needs to stop right now. He needs to stop whatever they say. Here's what's going to happen. If he stops right now and says nothing else, whatever they say looks like they're bullying him. Whether they're true or not, whatever they say now is going to come off as bullying because it was already coming off that way anyway. You know, it already was. So if his camp is correct, if they know what they're doing, I would say, man, we're done. Let this go. And just let that shit ride. Yes. Right. 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 Here we are. Right. And let me be real. I haven't watched her Why I Did It video. I refuse to give her any more views. I haven't watched James Charles videos at all, right? I didn't watch that one either because I said I'm not going to keep watching these things. But just from from a adult standpoint, from a business standpoint, the shit is bad. And now it's time to let it go. But I promise you, Jay, now here's what I'm thinking. Jay Smart is, if he's smart as he seems to be, he'll shut the fuck up now. Because if he comes out with his video, it's not going to go well. Right. Right. It's not going to go in the direction he wants it to because now people are irritated with it. And people are getting irritated with it. Now, his stands, of course, will be all there, but you got them people, so leave it alone. But you're going to, continuing this on is now going to be considered bullying. I mean, you cannot, if Tati is smart, she will be. Now, that might be true, Sydney. No, here's what happened. The little boy, James Charles, got big, and she could not control him based on the fact that, she wanted him to keep doing things for her. And how dare he do things without consulting her that would be detrimental to her? I mean, we all understand this was about vitamins. We just all do. I mean, this whole situation was about the vitamins. It wasn't about the love for James Charles. It wasn't about the concern for him as a human being. It was about the vitamins, point blank and simple. And it was all couched in, wrapped up in some horrible allegations that are not even, that have not been, and let's just be real. All these guys coming out to say that he did that. And by doing that, it does minimize somebody who he might have really done this to. You know what I'm saying? It might minimize that because we know that some of them, yeah, exactly. That's what I said, Cindy. That's what I said. That whole, he was in my DM and he seemed so nice. That's such a lie. We know that boy was a rising star when she said, yeah, man, that, Lily, that is insane. Well, listen, he was a rising star. You gonna tell me that he was the only 17, 18-year-old kid who ever he was the only younger person who ever been in her DM, and it's the only person that she's ever, took under her wing? No, baby. He was already a rising star at that point. So it was like, this little boy, he doing something. Let's keep him around. That's the reality of it. It was transactional, as all the time I will keep saying, as Gabriel Zamora, he said it. Right. Exactly. Because if he was trying to coerce people and doing things like that, that is a punishable offense. That is a punishable offense. So now all these people who are coming out of the woodwork saying he did it are just, come on now, this is the whole 15 minutes of fame thing. They gonna jump in on it. Yes, and that's the way people do. That's what people do. Right. 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 Yeah. So I mean, so I just want, and here's the thing, I need all the drama channels to leave it alone too. I think they should. I think Rich Lux should stop talking because because we know that you are in J Star's pocket. So whatever you say to is going to be what J Star told you to say. Let's just be honest. So you look bad too. So you need to calm that down. And I'm saying that for him in particular. He needs to calm it down because everybody knows at this point that you are the J Star fan. You are J Star's drama channel. You might as well call it Star Drama, because anything he tells you, that's where you're. Whatever way he wants this to go, you know. Right, it really is. But once again, as Alicia said, they are not all this. There's more people out here to watch. So I think that right. Hi, Una. I haven't seen you. You know what I think though? I think that as opposed to going, oh my God, the beauty community is so terrible, it's in shambles. How about we just turn off them people? How about turn off the people who are, are just annoying, who are keeping up, and then because there's thousands, there's millions of beauty channels out here. There's so many people. Hell, I'm out here. So let's start watching them. I mean, to be quite honest, I ain't watched Tati in a long time. Right. Find newer people that you never watched. Because there's big YouTubers out there. Right. Yeah, exactly. So it's time to shut up. I'm good with it shutting up about it. They're not going to, but we're going to give them a blind eye. We're going to treat them like the trolls. We should start treating them like trolls. Because they are kind of trolling. If you think about it, this has become kind of like a trolling thing. Because it's like all this back and forth. All this back and forth. Right. I like Rachel Loves. I like Patricia Bright. If you're looking for bigger channels just to chill with and watch, there are so many people that you could be watching. Thank you, Cindy. There's so many people that you could be watching out there that ain't dramatic, that ain't doing all this stuff. Yeah, there's a bunch of people on here. Lily's on here. Keeping It Simple with Bridget. Yeah. There's a lot of small channels. Even, Raw Beauty Christy does her own little thing. Right, I'm just doing my thing. Just doing my Viva La Haba. There's a lot of people out here who have nice channels, who are sane, who have some sanity in their head, What the hell happened there? Watch that. Now here was the funny thing. I used to watch J Star because I used to like his reviews. Really seriously, he did some really good reviews. Now in other news, let's talk about some other news. So Makeup Struggles has left YouTube and left a video about it. Can I say nobody cared? No, it really isn't easy to make a video. Can I say that nobody really cared? Nobody really cared. And I'm not saying it from a bad way because I liked her. But and So you're leaving YouTube. Okay, thanks a lot for telling me. And I get it because I know people are like, when are you gonna do another video when she was on IG? I just didn't think it warranted that much. I didn't even watch it because it looked too long. All I said, it should have been like this. Yo, I've decided, you know, hey, I'm not gonna be doing this channel anymore. But if you want to connect with me, I'm on IG. That's all it took. You know, it should have been, hey, you know, I'm you know, I'm no longer going to be doing these videos. But if you want to connect with me, if you like the things I do, then hit me up on IG. That's all it took. That's all it took. It's like, you know, okay. Right. Right, exactly. Right, we kind of all thought she was gone anyway. I mean, it was obviously she wasn't coming on. She hadn't done them in months. So it was like, oh, is that what it was? Okay. See, and that's where it should have stopped. The actual goodbye should have stopped at the actual goodbye. Instead of making folks watch 17 minutes. What was it? Because wasn't it like really long? I saw it. I was like, okay, well, if you leaving, why I got to watch you for 45 minutes to talk about leaving? Boo bye. I'm not a closure chick. I don't need all that closure. I don't need you to do all that closure with me. I really don't. I need to put some sugar in here. I want it to be a little spicier. I think it is too, Cindy. Closure is overrated. I don't need it. So, in other news, let's talk about that. Any other beauty news we could talk about? Are we excited about the Juvia's Place coming out? I think I'm going to let y'all help me pick my colors. Right, exactly. How do you do closure when nobody was caring if it was closed or not? I hope it's good. And she removed all her videos. Child, these people think they too much. Right. And then if she's like, you know, well, you know what the interesting thing is, I really pretty much only wear like tinted moisturizers, powders. I'm very lightweight in the summertime, but I do want to get it. I do want to get it. Okay, I might have to go watch it because I still haven't watched it because it just looked too long for me to watch. It was just way too long. I was like, I don't like long goodbyes. I'm not one of the people when people leave, you know, when people leave, it's like, okay, bye, see you. I don't need a long goodbye. I need you to go the hell away. That's what I need you. At that point, probably I'm really like, I need you to, okay, bye. Now that would, right. Right. Yeah, she was monetized, and exactly, what sense does that make? I mean, I was thinking, you know, she probably, oh, wow. But can I just say this? Okay, let's break down what that really is. It just does feel like she's full of herself. I'm just thinking, it just seems like she was really full of herself and felt the need to put that out there and then do this dramatic thing like I'm going to privatize all my videos and stuff. That's just way too much over the top dramatic for me. No, boo. You ain't got to do all that. Ain't nobody that concerned. Now, that's what we said, Bella. Her new job told her, you hush. And that's a valid reason. Cream cheese and mango chutney. Add some mangoes to it too because it's not sweet enough. So this is some. It was really. You know what it reminded me? It reminded me of the Facebook exits. People aren't doing them as much, but it was very much in the style of the old Facebook exits. You remember when people would like write those whole like 17 paragraphs about why they were leaving social media and Facebook, and that is why I'm leaving. That's what it felt like. Because I'm like, what? Huh? Okay. All right then. That was my impression of it. That right, girl. A week later, most of them 4 hours later. I know people who would do those whole Facebook. Man, less than a week, less than a day. And you know what the big thing on Facebook was? And I promise you, I do this all the time. This is a policy of mine. As when the people be talking about how they going through their list and going unfriend people. All the ones who's gonna like leave, and I'm gonna unfriend you. And I'm gonna be unfriending people. So if you still see your name on my list, we're still friends. I promise you, I always unfriended people doing that shit. I unfriend people for that. I'm like, okay, fine, let me help your ass. I'm gonna unfriend my ass so you ain't got to go through and look for me. You ain't got to go through and look for me. I'm gone. I do. Every time, whenever I see that shit come up, I'll be like, unfriend. Cause all that dramatic. Now I try to give people. Oh yes, they pulled the Tati. I'm like, I tried to work with folks, but that shit annoys the fuck out of me. I'm like, cause let me tell you, because the thing is, like I tell people, a lot of times, I don't, and I don't really unfriend or block a lot of people. What I do is I unfollow. I tell everybody, I throw you in the ether, into the ether of Facebook, where you think we still friends, and I ain't looked at nothing that you said in the years. The ether that you need to be in. So, because I ain't gonna give you the satisfaction of friending you. I just unfollow you. And then you don't even know I've gotten rid of you. It's just the best way to go. It's the best way to deal with it. Hey, I ain't guilty of it. I ain't guilty. Ain't no guilt or shame in what I do. Yeah. Can I say that too? Because like I follow her on IG, and her IG ain't that interesting. So right, okay, right, because we ain't shameful what we do, Andrea, because we just doing it. We doing it because we doing it. Right. Her IG is uninteresting to me, and her, I did. Now let me say, I did like her a lot. Yeah. Right. Yes. Like but see I don't even mind that. But I didn't, like I used to like her perspective on makeup, like when she would really talk about things and really do like one of those really interesting perspectives, pieces on videos. But it's like, I mean, And then like her IG, all it is her eye. I'm not impressed. Yeah, that's why, right. I liked, and that's why I started watching her, because she was a little different. She had her own little vibe and everything. Yeah. See, I don't even block them. Most of them I don't block. I'm just like, whatever. Right, or her lips. And okay. And then it's not even like interesting lips. You know what I'm saying? Um, like interesting lip pictures, like maybe they got the little thing. It would just be her lips with a color on. Shit. How much is doing your whole face so we can see your face? Talk about what you got. Whatever you're gonna do, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Hey Jan. Hey Jan, how are you? I saw you went to Berlin. It looked like a fabulous trip. Fabulous trip. But oh, so that was another thing. Oh, I had another one I wanted to talk about too. I was just thinking about. We talked about Julia's place. Foundation. Yes, yes, yes. Um, I could tell. Right, right. She doesn't wear foundation. Right. I know she doesn't wear foundation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, she can't do her whole face. You're right. You're right. But I mean, I could see her whole face just because she. But here's my thing. Just being honest. If you're not gonna wear foundation, then show us like how you're doing your skincare. That would have been interesting to see how she does her skincare, how she takes care. But I find that so many people, and this is, and I do, and I'm just being honest. I've noticed, and I get it because you're young, you don't really think about it. There's a lot of younger people who do YouTube who really don't do skin, who ain't really into their skin. But she does wear other stuff on her face. Hey, Cindy. Thank you. Right, Jay Kissa, and she doesn't wear skincare, but she wears blush, she wears highlighter, and I thought Makeup Struggles does. I don't know. Don't give me the line. Don't give me the line. But I will say this. Here's what I will say though. If all you do is your eyes and your lips, it does look a little crazy. No, I have on a top. No, no, I'm not topless. Um, oh, I'm sorry, I'm shaking this thing. Stop. I will say that it is, I guess, the pictures would look a little, if all you did was just do your eyes and your lips, you know. Right, she's real young. I haven't been watching her as much as that. Hey, Danny. Hey, yeah, but that's my thoughts on it. Is like, then do something with your skincare. And I get that when you're young, but here's my thing: if your skin ain't that great, then you should be talking about skincare because Makeup Struggles doesn't have the greatest skin. So therefore, I would feel like it would make sense for her, really talk about her skincare because she needs to do some skincare. Just being honest. Oh, Danny, you done with that collection video? Let me tell you, my friends came over yesterday, and they were like, some of them in my room. They were like, "Oh my God, your collection's got so much bigger. What you think? What you think?" Right? It's like, what you think? So, but I do have to do. We will have a premiere tonight. I'm just trying to figure out. I have some other thoughts in my head about that because they made me think about. Right. We mean just the lights came back on. You ain't had no lights, girl. Oh, I hate that. That's not. I know. Hold on for a second. Right, right. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, so let me get off of here. I gotta get ready some. I gotta put some makeup on, get up out of here for a little while, film, get up out of here, do a few things, call my landlord because he just texted me. So you all have a great day. You all have a great day. We had a nice little talk. Wasn't too long, an hour. That's not too bad for me. All right. Y'all have a great day. It wore me out. Okay. Oh, okay. You too.